Hey Aries, this is your bi-weekly reading. So we are taking a look at the period of time from the full moon on January 25th in Leo in tropical astrology to, yes, I'm feeling this one. To the new moon on February 9th in Aquarius. So the full moon that is in Leo is happening at, what is it? It's 9 something in the morning. I think it's like 9:53 a.m. Pacific time. So that is when the full moon is happening, but this is the waning phase of the month, right? The waning phase of the moon. And so this reading is focused on how you can maximize the energy that is at play, like how you can work with it for the best benefits in your life. So with the waning energy, we're looking at what can be released, what needs some house cleaning perhaps. So we're looking at the, I like your cards. We're looking at the area of life that is being pointed out to you, like where your attention is being directed towards. And I'll explain a little bit more about that. And then what kind of guidance we could say or advice is coming with that in order to really work with this energy for this next approximate 2-week period of time, right? So what we're looking at here for you is the 4th house. So when we're looking at the 4th house, this is your actual physical home, right? Your sanctuary where you call home, where you physically live, right? And then also can definitely have to do with, like your parents, your inner family dynamics, themes that are around your early formative years, like your early childhood, those types of things. So definitely can be about those kinds of themes, but process, like parts of your life that are, sorry, my words are escaping me this evening. Forgive me for that. But also very much about where you physically live. So, and can also include if you live with other people, like maybe roommates, like who lives in the house with you, like a partner or whatever. Even though if we're looking specifically at like a romantic partner that you live with, we would look to the 7th house, not really this house. But I feel like because we are talking about your home environment, this can also include the people who dwell within that and how those energies are at play as well. So that's the part of life that is coming up for you. Now, if we're working with the waning phase of the moon and the energy here, it could be very literally about kind of almost like spring cleaning, even though we're not there yet, but it can be about looking at your, what needs to be cleared out. Sometimes clutter builds up just like in a very physical, very simple way. Sometimes the most simple things are the most profound in cleaning and clearing and going through piles of paperwork or, clutter or whatever it is. It can just really create a sense of ease and clarity in our own lives that's reflective. And so it could be something like that, or it could have to do with, just what is coming up in terms of, like things to do with your parents, or, maybe even patterns might be coming up around your early childhood, things that are like self-growth lessons, things around that. I know that seems more abstract, but we're looking at what needs to be addressed, what can be cleaned and cleared out, maybe even conversations that need to be had, or what needs to be maybe released. Perhaps you could be actually physically moving, and it's in releasing and saying goodbye to and letting go of the place where you were to the place that you're going next, something like that. So those could all be themes that are, possibly coming up around this. It doesn't always have to do with I think sometimes when we hear release, we think of things that are maybe difficult or feel hard, like we're letting go or losing something, right? It doesn't always have to do with that. Like you could very much be releasing things because it's become too heavy and you're lightening your burdens or whatever it is. In any way, it clears space and allows for something really new to come in. And I love that you have the Ace of Cups here. I mean, the Ace of Cups is definitely like having faith, having hope, and this kind of, spring that is cleansing and cleansing actually is the best way to put it. Just this beautiful cleansing water that just like washes over, right? It's this renewal, it's this newness. The aces are definitely, I feel, very much about us being supported by whatever you want to call it, your universe, guides, spirits, whatever, angels, whatever you believe in, whatever that is, and there's almost like we need to have this kind of faith and trust in that we're being cleaned and cleared and washed off to proceed into the next space, right? So whatever is getting released is really very much aligned with this card, is very much clearing things out, coming into a place of renewal, maybe even starting to feel a sense of joy as a result of this, or in connection with this, in conjunction with this. So I know that some of this feels a little abstract. These are collective readings, so I feel that very much so if this is speaking to you and you feel like this is your message, then definitely it's your message, right? So that's the way that I look at collective readings. Even myself, when I'm going to look at other people that I watch for collective readings, same thing, right? So if you feel really like this was insightful or helpful, please give the video a like. It does really help as I'm building the channel. Maybe share it with another Aries. And if you're kind of like, I don't know, this doesn't really seem like it's speaking to what's going on with me, and you're an Aries sun, maybe go check out your rising sign to get a sense of that. That might be where it feels more resonant, you know. But again, the one-to-one readings are really where you're going to get the most like specific read. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I have lots of things planned over on the horizon. Just it's gonna look like it's probably gonna be happening more so in March. So anyhow, I hope that you have a beautiful full moon and in the next couple weeks leading up to the new moon. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.